So if I want to change the scene on rig 2, it's the same thing. So the Miracle and the Clean, scene 1, scene 2 from the Petri C rig, Crunch Me Under, scene 3, scene 4, same thing, right? On my last AM4 video, I showed you guys how to program this MIDI Captain by Paint Audio with this AM4 guitar modeler, right? And in this video, I've got something similar, but something different MIDI foot controller. And it's one of the best MIDI foot controller out there right now on the market. That's what I think. And this is a total game changer. So this guy right here, it's a Luminite Graviton M2 MIDI foot controller. And why this is a game changer? Well, this is not just a MIDI foot controller. You know, it's got a beautiful screen on it, right? But not only that, you can buy a remote control, tiny remote control with this device, you know, from the same company, and it's called XY controllers, which is right here. You know, this can wirelessly send a MIDI message to this guy, which you can connect with AM4, and with this you can change the preset, you can change the scene, you can set the tap tempo, and you can go bank up and down, you know, without using your foot or without tapping the foot switch. You just need to use this switch right here, like 2 switch. You know, what do you call this? Like maybe finger switch, right? So you got to use your fingers in order to change the preset or scene. So the way I'm using is I've got this Velcro here on my guitar end here. Maybe you can just use the double-sided, which it comes with, but since I'm already using a Velcro, it's totally okay. So right here, you just stick this guy right there. So now I've got this 2 switches here. I've got this 5 switches on the left and 5 switches on the right, so I can go down, I can go right, left, up, and push the button. So that's going to give me 5 MIDI messages, right, wirelessly. And then this one is the same thing, so 5 MIDI messages wirelessly, right? Let me show you guys how you can program this guy with this AM4. Before that, you need to do something on the AM4 software editor, right? So I showed you guys how to change some MIDI messages on your AM4 editor on my last video. So I'm going to pull up that video and just do that first and just follow me, because it might get a little bit complicated. But if you follow me, the stuff I do on this, the way I program, then it should work on your AM4 also. So I already opened my AM4 editor software, as you can see right here. So you need to go to Setup on a right top corner right here. Just click that and go on a remote and simply go to Scene Select option right here. So I went ahead and select number 15. You can select any numbers you want, but I'm just going to stick to 15. And on a tap tempo, I select number 11. So I think this is what you need to select for tap tempo. So all right, so after you're done with this part is already done. That's all you need to do on your AM4 editor software. All right guys, so here we go. I've got both of this unit connected. I'm using the MIDI cable, MIDI in on AM4 and MIDI out on this guy right here. And I also got this Magic remote controller right here in order to change everything the way I want, right? So this thing is not battery powered, so it's not rechargeable. You need to connect this, you know, with a 9-volt power supply, or you can also power this on with the Type-C power bank. So I've got the power bank with me right here. I'm just gonna power this on here, and I'll show you guys how the screen looks like. So there we go. This one is on. Let's turn the AM4 on right here. And this, you know, Graviton M2 is also a touch screen, right? So you got this beautiful touch screen, so you can obviously touch all this preset in order to change the preset on AM4 or change the scene within the preset on AM4, right? So scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4, like that. But my favorite way to control this AM4 with this foot controller is by using this remote controller. As I already mentioned, let me show you. If I push this, that's my AM4 gig rig preset, right? And if I want to change a scene from that preset, I'm using this switch right here, right? So if I go up, that's scene 1, which is going to give me clean double right now. Scene 2, that's pushed AC. Scene 3, that's jump plexi, and scene 4 is hotly, right? So that's my rig 1, which is AM4 gig rig, right? So let me go to rig 2. My rig 2 is, if I push that on the right side, that Petrucci rig. So now I'm on the rig 2, right? So if I want to change the scene on rig 2, it's the same thing. So the miracle and the clean, scene 1, scene 2 from the Petrucci rig, crunch me under, scene 3, scene 4, same thing, right? So let me go to my rig 3, which is Gary Moore, and let me do the same thing, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. As you can see, the changes here, right? And let me go to scene 4, that's Texas Star. It says the number 6. The reason I put that preset on number 6 is like when I try to put it on number 4, for some reason there was delay, not a huge delay, but you know, it was not very smooth, right? So that's why I put my preset number 4 to number 6, and it's really easy to do that. I'll show you how to do that as well. So I'm on number 6 right now. Let's do the same thing. Let's change the scene. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, right? So as you can see. So now let me show you how to change the bank. So this is just on bank 1. As you can see, it says 1/12, right? So you can change up to program up to like 12 bank. So if I push this button right here, so I push down, right? So that's going to give me second bank, right? And this button would take me back to first bank, right? Second bank, third bank, fourth bank. Now let me go back, third bank, second bank. So let's do the same thing on second bank. Same thing, my preset. Number 1 is Eric Johnson preset, right? So I can do the same thing, like change the scene here. Scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. It's changing here, as you can see. And Eric Johnson lead, that's my second preset from my second bank. Same thing, changing the scene. Scene 1, scene 2, plexi, as you can see. Scene 3 is my drive. Char Riot is scene 4, right? The way I'm using the tap tempo is within the scene I can change the tap tempo as well, right? So as you can see, it's flashing here, the tap tempo, right? And if I wanted to change the tap tempo, all I do is like press this. If I push this faster, it's going to change the tap tempo, as you can see. Slower, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see it's changing there, right? It's like moving slowly. So by the way, if you don't want to use this controller at all and just use the Footswitch, you can totally do that too, you know. So for this setup, I am using this 4 Footswitch to change my preset. 1, 2, 3, 4, and this 2 Footswitch would change my scene and also the tap tempo. So for example, you know, I can change the tap tempo here, right? As you can see, the tap tempo is changing, and I'm using this 4 Footswitch to, you know, turn my effects on and off. So comp on, drive on, off, you know, boost on and off. Yeah, you can totally use it without this. So now let's get into programming this Graviton M2. Before programming this M2, I just want you to know that after you are done you know, changing the numbers for your scene selection and tap tempo on AM4 Editor, you're done with AM4. You don't need to do anything on AM4. Everything that you have to do is going to be on this guy right here. So it could be a little bit complicated at first because it took me some time. I was kind of confused at first how to use this guy. But I'm going to show you how to just copy me whatever I do here, okay? So in that way, there won't be any mistake. And I can show you on the screen as well, right? So let me start with the preset first, right? So I've got 4 presets that I'm working with on each bank, right? So this is my bank number 1. I've got 4 presets, but on the number 4, as you can see, it says none. There's a reason why I did not use number 4 preset, because there was a delay. That's the reason. That's why instead of number 4, I'm using number 6 as number 4 preset. and I did not have any delay issues, you know, when using number 6. I don't know why, but that's how it is, right? All right, so in order to program this, let me show you the screen first. So this is, you know, you can see the scenes and presets here on the left side. So you can see this arrow, right? You can go back here, and I'm on a preset library mode. I was there before. So now you can see MIDI editor, MIDI tracking. Don't worry about that. Just go back to preset library, right? And you need to, since this is a touch screen, it's very easy to work with this. You need to tap and hold this, right? So it's gonna give you now this AM4 gig rig preset number 1 to work with, right? On this part right here, you see all these options. If you want, you can change the color. You can rename the preset to whatever you like. Edit the preset. So we're gonna go to edit preset. Tap that, and you're gonna see all this bracket right here, right? So I'm just working with presets, so my value is very simple. It's just gonna be one value and with one bracket, right? So if I tap that, it's gonna give me the type, whatever I wanna choose. Since, you know, I'm working with preset 1, obviously it's gonna be PC, you know, phase 1, right? All this stuff right here. Now go back, and the number would be 0 because I want that to be my preset number 1. Right? You can see, you can change the number here, but I'm gonna keep it to 0. So let's go back again, and let's see number 2 preset, which is Patrici rig, right? So I'm gonna tap and hold that, and same thing, I'm gonna go to edit preset now and tap that. You can see that's my number 1, right? That's my preset number 2 on my AM4, right? So let's go back. Now number 3, let's tap and hold, edit preset. It should be PC2. So that's my preset 3 on my AM4. Now, like I already mentioned, I'm not using PC, the number 4 here. I'm just using my preset 4 as number 6, Texas Star. I'm gonna tap that, tap and hold, edit preset. Oh, hold on, what happened? Let me tap and hold, edit preset, right? So PC3. So that's my number 4 preset. So it's really easy, you know, it's not that complicated. So now we're done with the preset. Now let's check the bank 2 preset as well, right? So we checked the bank 1 preset. Let's check the bank 2 preset, how I'm programming this. As you can see, it says number 1, 12. So this is bank number 1. If I tap that, I can go bank 2 from here, or I can go bank 2 from here, which I already programmed this, but I'll show you in a minute. So my presets are here, my scenes are here, right? Let's go to preset number 11. Bank 2, number 11 would be my, on my AM4, it's gonna be preset number 1 on bank 2, right? So tap and hold, I'm gonna go edit preset. So now you can see this is number 4, which is my 5th preset on AM4 because it's on my bank 2, right? On bank 1, you can only get 4 preset. On bank 2, you'll get 4 preset, bank 3, so on and so forth. So my second preset from bank 2 is Eric Johnson lead. So that's gonna be my PC number 5, right? As you can see that. So this is Arkin. This is gonna be my, oh, hold on. I went to the wrong preset. Edit preset, that's gonna be my preset number 6, PC6. So that's like my number 5 preset on AM4, right? Similar as this one, right? I'm not using this side, you know, for all my preset because there was a delay on my preset 4, or for example, this is preset 14, right? So I have to use this side for my preset as well. All right, guys, now we're done programming the preset, which was really straightforward. We just had to deal with PC numbers and just one value. Now let's move on to CC programming, or the scenes and the tempo programming, right? And it's not that complicated. We already know, and we already assign the numbers on our AM4 editor. So we're gonna use the same numbers from the AM4 editor and use it on the this Graviton M2, right? Let's get into it. I'm on a bank 2 right now. Let me go back to bank 1. Let's start from the fresh. So I'm on an AM4 gig rig right now, number 1 preset, and I'm working with the scene. So this 7, 8, 9, 10 numbers are my scene, which can give me scene 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna press and hold that, right? And edit preset. Now you're gonna see 2 values here, or the 2 brackets, right? You can add more bracket and select something different or change something different, but we don't want that right now. So I'm gonna delete that. We just want this 2 right now, because this one right here would change my scene, and on the right, this is gonna give me my tap tempo, the tempo that I want, right? So let's tap here. As you can see, I'm on a type CC. I'm not on PC anymore because I'm working with the scenes. Numbers should be 15, which we copied from the editor. That was assigned on the editor, right? And the value should be 0 because that's scene 1, right? So, the MIDI value starts with number 0, and the modeler value starts with number 1, right? So value 0 would be number 1 scene, value 1 would be number 2 scene, so on and so forth, right? So value 0, that's my scene 1. Let's go back and let's check the tap tempo here, which is going to be same on all the presets or all the banks. It's going to be the same for the scene for all the banks, okay? So number 11, which we got from the AM4 editor because we assigned that number 11 for tap tempo, as we already know. And the value, let's put it 127 because that's the last value for all the MIDI controllers, right? All right, so let's go back and let's check out our scene 2 from bank 1. So tap here. As you can see, the number is 15. It did not change. The value changed now, right? The value is number 1 because that's going to give me my scene 2. Right, so let's go back, and nothing changed here. For the tap tempo, we are keeping the same numbers here. The number and value, it would be 11 and 27 all the time, right? Scene 3, going to be the same thing except for the value. So scene 3 is value 2, right? And same thing for the tap tempo as well. So let's go back. Scene 4 is going to just change the value, would be different, and number is 15, same thing, right? And the tap tempo is same thing. All right, and that's it for the scene programming and the tap tempo programming. You're gonna repeat the same thing on bank 2 as well. So I'm on a bank 2, 17, tap and hold, and see, now we're gonna repeat from the value 0 because that's gonna be our scene 1, right? So that's the scene 1 from bank 2, and for the tap tempo, it's the same thing. And let's see, the scene 2 from bank 2 should be my value 1, right? That's going to give me scene 2. So yeah. All right, so now let's get into programming this bad boy right here, XY controllers. This one does not have a power button. You just need to charge it. And once you fully charge this device, it's going to last up to like a month or 2, so it's going to last forever. I haven't had to recharge it again. So to program this, let's go to our preset library, like where we were before, right? So we were here on the screen earlier. From this screen, just tap that left button right there, go to devices, right? And we can see our XY controllers is right there, right? And as you can see on the right row, I've got all these presets, and on the left row, I've got these scenes, right? And you see this the Y, the arrow is up, Y right. That means this is Y right here, right? So that arrow is up, right? On the right arrow, so that's going to give me that. And down arrow, going to give me Texas Start. Left arrow on the Gary Moore, right? Preset. And same as scene. So if I press that, X up, scene 1, X right, scene 2, X left, scene 3, X down, scene 4, right? Okay. All right, so let's get into programming the preset on this guy right here. It's very simple. Just follow me on this. Tap and hold this. You're presented with this screen right here. Just go on preset, right? And bank preset, and just select the first bank preset from the preset library. That's going to be our AM4 gig rig, first preset, right? So we already selected that. Now we're good. This is gonna work with the AM4 gig rig. Now Patrici is gonna be our second bank from the preset library, right? So go to bank preset. That's gonna be second. Now just to keep in mind that this 2 is a little bit confusing because from the preset library, I don't know if you guys remember, I selected number 6 as Texas star, not number 4, because I had some delay. You know, there was some delay, like changing the preset when I selected number 4, so I had to select the number 6, right? So if I tap and hold Texas star, I need to now go on bank and select number 6, which you can see already. I did that, right? And let's go back. And for Gary Moore, that's gonna be my left, right? So that's number 3 on my bank preset, third, right? Okay, that's easy and it's not complicated. Okay, all right, so now let's move on to the scene. So let's assign some values to use scene from this controller, right? So this switch I'm using to change the scenes, right? On the left side, X up, right, down, left, as you can see. So I'm gonna tap this scene 1, and it's gonna give me this screen, right? So go to preset. So just to let you know, there is no scene name here, right? So everything is under the preset. That's how it works in this MIDI foot controller. It doesn't say scene at all, right? Which is okay. So you have to go to the preset file for scene to program the scene, right? So bank preset. Now I selected number 7 for my scene 1. You might ask why that's number 7, right? So let me show you why that is. Let's go back to our preset library. Let's go back to home and go to preset library. As you can see, the number 7 is my scene 1. That's why I have to select on my bank number 7. So let's go back on my device, X controllers, my scene 1, preset, bank preset, that's number 7. That's how I got the number 7, right? Right, so let's go back to my scene 2. That's supposed to be number 8. That's my scene 2. So bank preset, number 8, see? Now let's go to scene 3. Hold on. So my scene 3 is all the way bottom. You can just put the scene 3 here if you like, but that's how I set it up. So I'm gonna tap and hold scene 3, go to preset, bank preset. My number 9th bank preset is scene 3, right? And let's go back again. Scene 4, preset, bank preset. Number 10 is my scene number 4. So up is scene 1, right is scene 2, down is scene 4, left is scene 3, right? As you can see. And one more thing, right on the bottom, you see this X plus, Y plus. So X plus would be my bank, previous bank minus, and Y plus would be my bank plus. So to go up the bank, right? So for example, if I press this, that's gonna give me my bank 2, right? Bank 3, bank 4. As you can see here, it's changing. Let me go back to bank 1, right? And so you're gonna repeat the same thing on bank 2 as well, right? Everything is the same on bank 2, sorry. So if I go to Eric Johnson preset, tap and hold preset, bank preset, that's gonna be my first bank from bank 2, which is the Eric Johnson preset, right? And let's go back. And for scene 1, it's the same thing. Preset, bank preset, 7th would be my scene 1 from bank 2. So just repeat the same thing for other banks too, okay? And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and checking this MIDI foot controller video. So I think this is very handy, and I'll see myself using this remote controller a lot with this MIDI foot controller. So this is something really unique, and I haven't seen other companies offering the tiny remote like this, to change presets and scene and to change everything from the guitar, right? So yeah, I feel like this is very handy and it's gonna get a lot of use from me. So yeah, and if you like this video and if you have any questions regarding this setup, do let me know in the comment. I'll make sure to reply to all the comments and answer your questions. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.